If you are looking to get your badges and your overall grinded for the cheapest and fastest ways possible, I have a new badge and overall service on my Twitter. It's at CassisLaker24. Link in the description. Go check it out. Hit me up in the DMs for prices, and I'll see you guys. Before I begin this video, you guys could kindly smash that like button and aim for 100 likes on this video. Share the video to every one of your friends and hit that subscribe button. If you are brand new on the road to 50,000 subscribers, it is free to subscribe, free to like, and it helps me out tremendously so I can get you out more builds, more jump shots, more glitches. Whatever you guys need help with, come in the comment section down below and I can help you out with anything. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and Snapchat. Best way to keep up to date is follow me on Twitter, and when you hit subscribe, hit that bell to be notified every single time I upload. But in today's video, we have the James Harden build, most likely the back-to-back MVP of the league. His last game he had 61 points. So I'm going to make a build for his back-to-back MVPs. Either him or Giannis. Probably will be James Harden, because they, like, the referees love him so much and that sort of stuff, and he probably has the most. He's played the best season offensively since Kobe Bryant back in the 2005-2006 season, which Kobe did not win the MVP that year. He got rigged. But this year, James Harden is just like him with the three-point shooting. He's got an 88 mid. He's got an 85 3. His dunking's really good. His passing's good. The only thing that's lacking on his build is his defense, even though he is improving day by day on his defensive end of the ball. But to make his build in this game, I had to toss up between 3 to 4 builds to actually make his build. Now, these are his attributes. Now, look at his badges. He's got acrobat, ankle breaker, deep dead eye, difficult shots, obviously. Deep dead eye, obviously, as well. Diamond gold, limitless gold. Now, to have all these same badges into one build is, like, incredibly difficult, because you can't have gold diamond with gold deep deadeye and mid-range deadeye silver and all that sort of stuff, posterizer. So there's a couple of builds you can make, but I'm going to say what build you should make him for the park, and then what he actually is in real life, because there's 2 different ways he can be. But we all know he is left-handed, and he is a shooting guard / point guard build. Going to make him a shooting guard build, because you get better badges, and he is basically a shooting guard, as you guys can see from the picture right there. He does play either position. He mostly plays point guard, if you guys watch him in the NBA. Now, making his build is very difficult in this game, because you are limited by the badges you can have and the attributes you can have. I flip-flopped on about 3 to 4 different builds. The first build we're going to look at is the shot creating primary, 3-point shooting secondary, because we know in his game right now, he's looking more to shoot and open the floor. Now, shot creator, 3-point shooter, I reckon is possibly the most all-round James Harden build, but you can also make him into the, I'm going to show you in a second. With this build, as you can see, like, the diamond is the only thing missing off this build. You've got the 93 mid, and you got an 84 3 ball. The only downside to this build is if you make him 6'5", which he is in real life, you will not be able to speed boost. So you'll need to make him 6'3" to be able to speed boost in this game. So if you want to make a pure James Harden build, you make a 6'5", but you want to speed boost and everything at about 93 overall, you make a 6'3" version of this build. And this is only one version of the build. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what he actually is for 2K. This is the second one I'm looking at, is the shot creator, passing, ball handling. But at the moment, his 3-point shooting's too good to have this build. Even though he's a really good playmaker, really good at making his own shots. You know, he's really good at making his own shots with the triple step back, the traveling's triple step back. He knows how to create space. He knows how to draw fouls like no one else. His inside game is impeccable, but I don't think his inside game needs to be that really much showcased, because he's more on the outside of the paint. He goes inside a lot, but at the moment he's focusing on that 3 ball to win games. He's got an 86 mid-range with a 78 3 on this build. You can also speed boost when you have your player at a 6'4" or 6 foot, I think 6'5", you're pushing it to speed boost. Another build is the pure shot creator, only because you have the mid-range, you have the inside game, you have the 3-ball, you can speed boost if you're a 6'3" guard, you can speed boost, or maybe a 6'4". It all depends, but if you make a pure sharpshooting, pure James Harden build is 6'5", 220 pounds, with an 82 point something wingspan, which is 82.1 in this game. If you want to make an exact James Harden build. But we're going to look at this first build, which is a shot creating, passing, ball handling. I did a lot of research on other people making builds of this video, and they all made him, what I've been seeing is a humongous trend on the shot creating, passing, ball handling. Now, in my opinion, that build is possibly one of the best builds in the game, but I don't think he is this build at the moment. Tell me in the comments section down below, if you made this far in the video, what build you would like to see in the next video. I can make a Giannis build, I can make like a throwback Michael Jordan build, any build that you guys want to see. I do the best builds, the best replica of that build. I have the actual stats and all that sort of stuff. As you can see, I didn't want to make him 220 pounds because in this game weight means a lot, so you always want to make your play a little bit lighter, especially if you're shooting guard builds, so you can be a little bit more fast, because you know he's faster than NBA. He's got like a 90 something speed, and his ball handling is really good, so you want to make it a little bit smaller. Now at the moment he's averaging 36.5 points, 44% shooting from the field with 6.5 rebounds, with 7.6 assists, also getting like 2.1 steals per game, which is incredible for him. Now, what I recommend is making an 82.1 wingspan, because he has an 82.6 or 82.7 inch wingspan in real life. But if you want to make him a better shooter, you want to put his wingspan down a little bit. This is the first variation of his build. A lot of people probably recommend making this build if you want to make the pure James Harden build. But in my opinion, I think his build has flip-flopped after all these recent performances. Like his recent performance, 61 points, 7 rebounds with only 1 assist. He was not looking to pass. He's shooting 19 from 34 with like 16 or 17 free throws. That's why I think he is a shot creating primary, 3-point shooting secondary. Only because, hear me out now, right now. His MVP, back-to-back MVP build will be a shot-creating 3-point shooter. I've had a lot of discussion with a lot of people who love James Harden, watch his game a lot. His build is highly, like, comparable to a shot-creating 3-point shooter. But if you actually had his build, his triple archetype will be shot creator, passing, ball handling, with a 3-point. You can have 4 builds. You can have driving, finishing, shot creating, passing, ball handling, and 3-point shooting if you want to make a real James Harden build, which you kind of 4 archetypes. If you could, that's what he would be. But in my opinion, shot creating primary, 3-point shooting secondary for the James Harden build. 6'5", 220 pounds, 82.1 wingspan is his actual thing. But if you want a speed boost, make him a little bit shorter, make him to like a 6'3", 210 pounds, 82.1 wingspan for James Harden. Tell me in the comments section down below if you agree with me, if he is that, or is he a shot creating, passing, ball handling? Because I don't know if there are the two, but I highly recommend a shot creating 3-point shooter, because they actually are better for the park. But if you want to be a little bit picky and want to say the best shooting guard build on the game, obviously, I love shot creating with anything in the build, because shot creating makes any build into a demigod, obviously. So, we know what build he is for this MVP, back-to-back MVP, if he does win it. If Giannis, in my opinion, Giannis deserves it more. And because Giannis got his team from not a lottery team, but like a just making the playoff team. It's now the best team in the league in record-wise, and you got James Harden. They're already the best team last year record-wise. Now this year they started off bad and come out better. But that is my opinion. Do not hate me on my opinion of the build. As you can see, his 3 points identical. His mid-range is a little bit high. His driving is a little bit lower. His speed with balls could be way higher. That is basically him. Now for the shout-outs. If you want to shout out in the next video, type in the comments section down below MVP if you made it this far in the video. Hit that like button, share, subscribe if you are new. Let's get straight into the shout-outs, man. Firstly, shout out to Nacho Lewis for typing Kobe, pogging around, saying Noti Gang, Greens. If you've seen this, I already replied the DMs. Lucas Scott, Cambry Glubrid, Lion Eyes, Joshua Ortega, Swish TV, Ragnar the Low Brook, Greg Howe, and Lachlan Ulbrich. Matthew Schofield, love the content, thank you so much. Pogging around again. You inspire me on 2K, I'm so happy for that, man. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you want to share it next time, say MVP. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.